You got an ID card, brother?
ID?
An ID card, yes.
Am I being detained?
Do you have an ID card?
Am I being detained?
I just need an ID card to see who you are.
Why?
First Amendment right is freedom of speech, right?
And freedom of the press, correct?
No, you're
Yes,
show
yes.
me your credentials for press then.
3, 4, 5, 7 officers, 8 officers, 9 officers. Okay, I'm just making sure I'm counting the officers that was.
You've already recorded this part, so and you.
Well, this
walk
part.
that way?
Well, this
Alright,
part,
So you want to go to the stairs this way and we'll walk out.
Walk out where? If it's personal, why is it in public right now?
I don't know.
And why is that camera right there?
I don't know. Let's just go outside and we can...
No, I'm not going outside. I'm going to file my FOIA.
What starts as a simple First Amendment audit outside a military base quickly spirals into a constitutional confrontation. A lone journalist with a camera stands his ground while armed Navy police demand identification and challenge his rights. As tensions rise, the question becomes clear. Who really knows the law and who's just pretending to? Watch closely. This standoff is about much more than just a camera.
You got an ID card, brother?
ID?
An ID card, yes.
Am I being detained?
Do you have an ID card?
Am I being detained?
I just need an ID card to see who you are.
Why?
Because you're on a federal installation.
I haven't crossed the restricted area. I'm still on public property. I'm just
No,
taking
you're
pictures.
not on public property. Turn that off.
No.
Turn it
no,
off.
sir, please get away from me.
As soon as you get off that blacktop right there, you're on federal property.
Sir, I'm working on a story. We're bringing awareness, freedom of the press. Please stand back.
1104, can you dispatch JSO here, please?
Why are you trying to take my camera, sir? I'm just taking... Yeah.
I'm not trying to take your camera.
What about my Fourth Amendment?
What about your Fourth Amendment?
Am I being suspected of a
Did
crime?
I seize anything from you?
You're trying to... illegal search and seizure. You
Did I
can't...
seize anything from you?
You're trying to get my ID as soon as you got here.
I'm asking for your ID card.
Okay, and I can nicely refuse. I'm just working on a video. I'm not trying to cause any problems here.
All right.
Can I have your name and badge number? Isn't it part of your policy to identify yourself?
Nope, because you didn't give me your ID.
That's because I don't work here. You're the one that's at work. You're the one that has a gun. You're the one that's giving orders, right? So at least tell me your name. Okay. How long have you been working for the Navy police?
That's not important.
Yes, it is, because you're trying to violate my rights right now.
No, I'm not violating your rights.
You're attempting.
Okay.
You're attempting. I'm not suspected of breaking the law.
Do you have JSO en route?
I haven't broken the law. I haven't done anything wrong. I'm working on a video peacefully. I'm gonna talk to these gentlemen over here. Well, you're their boss, right? So I don't know how this is gonna work, sir. I'm doing.
Stop right there, buddy.
Am I being detained?
Stop right there.
Am I being detained?
You're being detained as long as you're
under suspicion of what crime?
photography on a federal installation.
What?
Are you sure of even what you want to say? No.
I'm in public property. Excuse
no,
my.
Not.
Yes.
You're on federal property.
Okay, and what's my First Amendment right? I'm doing nothing
Your
wrong.
First Amendment right is freedom of speech, right?
And freedom of the press, correct?
No.
Yes.
Show
yes.
me your credentials for press then.
Credentials, sir. It's
Show me your
the
credentials for
Constitution.
press.
It's the First Amendment, sir.
You're talking about freedom of the press.
It's
Do you represent the press?
I represent the people. Yes.
Which people?
The people. We the people, sir. I'm not trying to be disrespectful,
Okay.
but you're being disorderly right now, sir.
I am.
Yes, you are, because you're disturbing my peace. I've done nothing wrong.
And you're disturbing
attempting
ours by filming.
Filming specifically. How am I disturbing your peace by taking pictures?
We're just going to get you. We'll get you taken care of by JSO.
What is that? I've done nothing wrong. Am I being detained? You're still, sir. Am I detained?
You said you are. Yes, you are, sir.
Okay, for what?
You're detained at this time.
Can you please protect me? I've done nothing wrong. It doesn't matter if he's your boss. You're supposed to do the right thing. I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong, but come to a place where it looks very welcoming with a really huge airplane in the front, and I'm just taking pictures. Why are you being disorderly, Sergeant? You're making me nervous now. You're just illegally detained me, man. I've done nothing wrong.
You can leave.
Oh, so now I'm not detained.
You can leave. You never were detained.
You said multiple times that
You can leave. You can leave.
Okay, so if I'm free to leave, I'm free to stay, right? I've done nothing wrong.
No, you're not free to stay.
Why not? If I'm free to leave, I'm free.
Are
Sir,
you military?
I don't answer questions, sir. I'm just working on a video.
That's fine.
You're the one that's working for us.
That's right.
Could you please leave me alone?
Oh,
And-
I'll leave you alone when
Okay.
JSO shows up.
What are you going to tell them? I've done nothing wrong. Sir, you're
Right now,
Navy
code
police. You're Navy police. You should stand up for the First Amendment. Really? How many times have you done this? Sir, you're military. Are you military, sir? Please tell me you are. Please tell you look like a military guy. You're working at the Navy police. I've done nothing wrong. I'm just taking pictures.
Well, sir, like he said, you are free to leave.
I'm free to leave. That means I've done nothing wrong.
Officer Barron, just come on over here.
Sir. Sergeant, you're being disorderly.
I am.
Yes, you are.
Explain that to me.
First, you said that I was being detained, right, for taking pictures,
And then I said you can go.
and then you said that the First Amendment is not freedom of the press. And then you said that I can go, but then you say that I can't stay. So I'm not understanding what these orders that you're giving me. And you were also making fun of my stuttering because I'm a bilingual and English is my second language. So isn't part of your policy to identify yourself, be courteous, professional? You didn't do any of that, Sergeant. He says I'm free to leave. That means I've broken no law. I've broken no law. So can you please identify him for me so that I can file a complaint, sir?
You already did.
No, he didn't. He refused to identify himself. I just know he's a sergeant because of the stripes. But sir, here, it's all a misunderstanding here, man. I'm not trying to give you a hard time. Just do the right thing, right? I support the Navy 100%, man. I support our military 100%. 1,000,000%. I wasn't expecting you treating me like this. I wasn't expecting you treating me like this, Sergeant. Can we please start all over again? Sir, are you police?
Take a step back for a minute.
Step it back.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, go and take a step back. Just stand right there.
Okay, he said I'm free to leave. I'm not being detained. So can I have your name and position here, sir?
My name is Detective Sparrow and Ask Jack, CID.
Okay, am I bringing the law in any way for taking pictures of your nice military installation? Isn't it part of the First Amendment? Freedom of the press? I've done nothing wrong. I'm not in a restricted area. Restricted area is past that gate over there. I'm trying to explain this gentleman. He didn't seem to get it at first, but then he said, okay, well, you're detained. And then he said, well, you're not being detained. You're free to go. And I'm like, okay, well, if I'm free to go, I'm free to stay. I've done nothing wrong. I'm not being disorderly. He's actually being disorderly. He illegally detained me and he's disturbing my peace, sir.
Sir, do you intend on staying here or going?
I'm planning on working on maybe like a 10-minute video and then I'll be on my way if I'm not going to be bothered.
Sir, you're not being bothered.
Yes, I was illegally detained by this officer right here.
Sir, if you'd like to remain here, why don't we do that? Why don't we remain here? And if you want to go, why don't you go ahead and go?
I'm just going to stand there for like 10 minutes and then I'll be on my way. I'm just trying to catch some footage.
Perfect. Excellent. Go and stand right there.
Are you in charge of this guy?
No, sir.
Okay, how can I complain on him? He's refusing to ID. You see, he legally detained me and he's a sergeant. Oh, you're a sergeant. Sergeant Parker.
Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, no more. Okay.
Oh, you're going to take me to jail if I don't go across the street. That's what you just said?
You're on federal property, right?
This is, well, you have no authority here. That's what I'm saying. You see, I'm not breaking the law. This is a public area. Yeah, I'm not doing anything wrong. This is very welcoming. Did you see the airplane you have right there?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the big deal?
It's not a big deal. We just
Cool.
want to make sure you're safe here in the parking lot. You want to take your
You
video?
you seem very professional, but actually I feel safer with you here, sir.
Excellent. Do you happen to have your ID on you, sir?
That's what I'm trying to explain to him. What about my Fourth Amendment?
Okay. You're not in handcuffs.
I know, but I'm not unless I'm being suspected of committing a crime, I don't have to provide ID. That's what I'm saying. I do have an ID.
I'm respectfully requesting.
Awesome. I like that. This guy is very awesome. How long have you been a police officer?
Is there any chance I can see your ID, sir?
I would like to nicely refuse, sir.
Okay. Got it.
And stand up for my Fourth Amendment constitutionally protected right.
Understood. Excellent.
Thank you.
Well, let's do that.
Thank you. And Sergeant Parker.
Camera.
So you guys want me to leave or you guys want me to stay right here? Is it okay if I take pictures?
Well, no.
You're asking if somebody's en route. Who's en route?
No, it's not okay that you're taking pictures of our gate, but we don't want to make you mad.
I'm not mad.
If you want to stay here, let's stay here. That's all.
And am I going to be arrested if I stay here? That's the question.
Sir, I can't see the future.
Well, you're the one in charge of making this decision, right? If you're telling me that I'm going to be arrested, I would walk away under threat of arrest. But please let's not play these games. You see, you guys are surrounding me now. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm bringing awareness on freedom of the press. You guys protect our freedoms here, right?
Who do you work for?
Auditing America.
Auditing America? I never heard of that. Hold on.
Look it up. 100 million, nearly 100 million combined views. I don't have to say it. I don't have to say who I work with.
No.
But
you're absolutely right. Let me write this down now.
Sure, go ahead, my friend. You can look it up everywhere. I've done nothing wrong. Do you want to take me to jail, sir?
I don't want to talk to you.
Well, you're a public servant, right?
You said auditing America?
Sure. Share, like, and subscribe. We stand up for the First Amendment and peacefully.
Hey,
peacefully.
us too. That's our job.
We have millions of views. We just want to see if you're respectful. That's it. We're not here to create a problem. This guy tried to take my camera.
Is it auditingamerica.com, .org, .net?
Auditing America. You can find us everywhere.
Oh, okay. So if I just Google you?
You won't even have to put the entire name. We're well known. You see, we're not creating a disturbance. We're never disorderly. We're never aggressive. We're never disturbing the peace.
People nervous when you do that.
Well, I'm not. It's not my responsibility for your feelings, sir.
Not my feeling. You don't make me.
Well, you're talking about being nervous. If you're nervous, maybe being a police officer is not the right job.
Around the area that's complaining about you, not the police. You got people that's calling us.
Yeah, the security.
Oh, you have people in the cars as well. Because
how is taking pictures considered a criminal activity?
We don't normally allow people to take pictures of our posts, of our operations. You
Okay.
may be a terrorist. We don't know who you are.
Well, that's the thing. You don't know. We're in America. I'm not a terrorist. I can tell you that.
Terrorists are in America.
Well, sir, this is a freedom. This is the freedoms that we have. You see,
terrorist.
I don't know if you're a terrorist right now. You guys are
Now,
right.
I'm a law.
Yeah, but your behavior is highly suspicious right now. You're disturbing.
Yours is more suspicious than
No,
mine.
no, I'm engaged in a constitutionally protected activity in a federally
We don't
funded
know who
place.
you are.
I've done nothing
I
wrong.
know you could
Am I
have
being
a phone
detained?
step.
No, sir.
No?
Sir.
Okay. Who are we waiting for?
Hold on one second. Hold on.
I've done nothing wrong. You're a detective. Why don't you investigate the First Amendment, sir? Please.
I'm already aware of what the First Amendment is.
So I'm not in a restricted area, right? Correct? Can we agree to that?
No, sir, we can't.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and step out because I see what you guys are doing. You're trying to entrap me into being into saying that. No, you guys. You don't even know where you're at right now. So that doesn't make me feel safe. You see, you're supposed to tell me, no, this is a public area or this is a restricted area.
This is federal property.
Okay, which is mean funded by the public, right?
Anybody, that's why we have access.
But I've done nothing wrong. Is she a police officer? Hi. Hi, how are you? Are you a police officer?
I'm with NASTRAC Security, sir. How are you?
Nice to meet you. My name's Enrique, by the way. These gentlemen over here are not sure if this is a public area or a private area. I'm just taking pictures of the gate and the military installation for news purposes. I've explained to these gentlemen that I run a channel called it's called Auditing America.
Okay.
We're pretty well known, so as soon as you type it in your phone, it's gonna pop up. Okay? I'm not just an idiot with a backwards hat. This gentleman's being disorderly. He tried to take my phone, and then he said that I was being detained, and then he said that I wasn't being detained, and then he said I was free to go, but then he said I wasn't free to stay. I'm not understanding. If you guys want me to leave under threat of arrest, I will go ahead and leave. But I just want to let you know that I'm not past the restricted area. So please be courteous, professional, as your policy says that you should be, and just let me take pictures unbothered. Is that okay?
So what kind of pictures are you taking?
I'm working on a First Amendment audit, and you guys just failed. I'm trying to see if you guys respect our right to video record from a public place. That's my only purpose here.
Okay. So tell me more about your channel. I want to know. I've never heard of it before.
Well, what we do, we go to public places, we go to government buildings, and we always remain in a publicly accessible area where sometimes it may be a sensitive area, such as military installation, but we will never go into restricted area. You know what I mean? We have policies that we have to follow in order to publish our videos. We can't violate anyone's privacy. We also don't allow anyone to violate our privacies because we have the Fourth Amendment right, which you all swore to protect. But this gentleman over here, Sergeant, I don't know his name because he also said that he wasn't gonna identify to me, which is your policy to identify. He said that freedom of the press is not the First Amendment. He also said that he was requesting press credentials when everybody knows that the First Amendment protects me for my freedom of the press. So can we agree? Can we agree that, you know what I'm saying? This is all a misunderstanding? Sure.
So are you with like a credentialed news agency or no? I'm just asking for better understanding. This is an education piece on my part, sir.
Yes, I'm with Auditing America. We're bringing awareness on freedom of the press, the First Amendment. You guys are all police officers. You guys should know it's the first article on your job. I'm not being disorderly. I'm not being nasty. I'm not being loud. This gentleman over here is requesting ID. I don't know why.
Sir, you're just talking to me right now, okay?
Okay.
You're talking to me.
I like talking to you.
Okay, so I don't want to get you like, you know, upset or angry.
I'm not upset. You know what I'm saying? I do this for a living. This is an honest job. Okay, I'm bringing awareness on our constitutional rights, our freedoms here in America. You guys all work protecting those rights, I would assume.
Yes, sir.
So everything we should be good, right?
So can I explain from my concern?
Of course.
So, I don't know you,
Correct.
and so anytime any media comes and does anything with the installation, they coordinate through the public affairs officer. And so that's our policy, is that you get with the PAO and we ensure that you have the access that's required for you for your purpose, and that it meets our force protection requirements.
Is that a law?
It's our requirement as an installation, sir.
But it's your policy. It's not a law, right? I don't have to. I don't really have to.
I don't know you, sir. So that's why.
I introduced myself as soon as I got here.
Correct, sir. You're correct. So by working with the PAO, we can ensure that everybody's on the same page and that you have a specific purpose.
I can do that next time, but you know, I'm just trying to prove a point. Like, we don't really have to, you know, right? It would be nice to let you guys know ahead of time, but this is the U.S. military, okay?
Yes, sir.
Trillions of dollars invested into this operation. We love the military. We love good cops. We don't like tyrants. This gentleman over here, he's highly suspicious. He's borderline disorderly conduct, and he's a sergeant. You know, he doesn't know the First Amendment. I don't know how in the world do you make it to be a sergeant and a police officer if you don't know the first article of your job, which is to protect the First Amendment.
Sir, I just want you to focus on talking to me right
I am. I'm talking to you, but
let's not talk about the sergeant. I understand your concerns, but right now it's you and I talking.
Am I being detained?
So I just want to get a better understanding, to be honest.
I think I've been pretty clear, right?
Well, again, so you're supposed to coordinate with the PAO, and especially being, you know, with a news agency and the purpose that you're serving. So technically, you're on our property. As soon as you come on
does it say restricted area? As soon as a sign right there? Because if it does, I'll be more than glad to step out. And you know what? I've already pretty much figured it out. I'm on my way now because you guys are making me feel uncomfortable. I feel like I'm gonna go to jail for taking pictures in America.
So do you understand what force protection is, sir?
No, I don't work here. I understand that you guys are supposed to protect the country. I understand that you guys have it's your policy to come and ask questions. I understand that. But you know, there's a way to do things. We have to be nice. This gentleman over here, he was extremely nice when he got out of the car. You've been extremely nice. He's been extremely nice, although he still support the sergeant when he illegally detained me and then undetained me. So if I'm being told to leave under threat of arrest, I'll leave.
No, so force protections, we're responsible for this military installation. We're responsible for all the people that work and reside here. We don't know you. You didn't coordinate with the PAO, and you show up, and you're up in...
I go around the entire country.
What's up,
Yeah.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
So when you show up and you start coming with inside our entry control point, you've got a bag on you. We don't know if you got a bomb on you. We don't know if you got a gun on you.
I know.
For force protection, these are the things that we're concerned about, because you didn't coordinate and make sure that we know who you are in advance, and you come up aggressively.
No, I was never aggressive.
So from our perspective,
that's not the right word.
Can I explain?
Sure.
From our perspective, You come up aggressively. We don't know who you are, and you just
That's
roll
not.
up to our
That's not the
UTV.
correct word. Are you
Aggressively?
an officer or?
I'm with NAS Jack Security Department.
Okay, well, you know, aggressive is a big word. I haven't been loud. I haven't been nasty. I haven't threatened anyone. I haven't talked about violence. I'm non-violent, actually. I'm here for the First Amendment. I explained to you guys. I'm doing nothing wrong. I'm bringing awareness on freedom of the press. I mean, if you guys are saying that I have to leave, I'll leave under threat of arrest because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 police officers here. That's like $1 million worth of salaries right here over a guy taking
Oh, I
pictures.
don't get paid that much.
Yes, sir.
Can I get your last name, brother?
I'd rather not.
Okay.
I'd rather not.
Okay.
But you'll find out. I just gave you everything.
Right. No.
I just gave you everything.
Yeah, you're right. I just figured it'd be easier if you gave it to me. That's all.
I'd rather not. You see, that's the whole purpose of my channel. They're gonna be like, Enrique, you told them your name. You waived your Fourth Amendment. But you know what? I'm trying to be professional. I'm trying to be courteous to you guys. I'm trying to be courteous to you because you were courteous to me.
All right, listen. So, geez, this federal property, if they don't want you here, you can't be here. So,
Okay.
I mean, it's that simple. And if you want to go over there to the Target or something, take pictures, do anything like that,
Target is private property. You're sending me
You know
onto
what I mean?
private property to take pictures, not on public property?
but that's where you can drive your car over there. People do it all
Do
the
they?
time. But
Are they requesting
this
for me
is-
to leave?
Yes. So, I mean, if this is their property and they say you got to leave,
But this
then
is
you got to leave.
Who makes the decision right here?
These guys do it. This is federal property.
Okay, who's
So if
making
they
the
do not-
decision that I have to leave so I can leave?
Yes, sir. I am Detective Sparrow. I'm respectfully requesting that you leave the area right now.
Okay, I'm leaving under threat of arrest. I don't answer questions. I'm leaving under threat of arrest.
Thank you, sir.
You guys are tyrants. You guys are gonna be on the wrong side of history. You guys should go home today and think about what you did. Our constitutionally protected rights are the most important thing in this country. You guys are violating that. You guys are tyrants. You've been owned. You're gonna be on the internet forever.
I'll see you on the internet.
You're gonna be on the internet forever. Okay? Share, like, and subscribe to Auditing America.
I'm making sure you're safely getting off the bus.
I made it this far without anyone looking up for my safety.
Traffic, sir.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Can you please don't walk away from me, ma'am?
No, you're on our property.
How much did you pay for this property, ma'am?
What happened here is a textbook example of why knowing your rights matters. When officers confuse policy with law, it's up to informed citizens to stand their ground. The First and Fourth Amendments are not suggestions. They are protections. Next time you're approached by an authority figure demanding ID without cause, remember, you don't lose your rights just because someone in uniform says you should. Imagine stepping into a government building, camera rolling, ready to shine a light on truth. One man's mission to document and demand transparency collides with locked doors and nervous staff. When he refuses to show ID, the air crackles with defiance. Cops flood in, sirens wail, and a standoff ignites. Will freedom prevail in this clash of rights and rules? Let's dive in.
184. What I'm trying to convey to these folks here in the building that I'm an investigative journalist. And I'm coming here to gather content for a story. Working on the story on this public health department.
Okay.
What I've conveyed to him, her, and several other people downstairs that I'm going to document the building. Okay. And then I'm going to grab a couple of FOIA request forms and book on out.
Okay.
So obviously they called you here for me, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So,
Yeah,
which is a waste of resources. Sorry about that.
That's okay. I mean, the issue is that it's like a secure building, and so I think you'd probably have to make an appointment with them if you wanted to come in and do something like that.
Now, think about that. Now, like I told him on their website, it does say appointment, but only for COVID vaccinations.
Okay.
So they say you have to book an appointment for that.
Okay.
But to just come here to grab a FOIA request,
Yeah.
public. How you doing, officer?
Good, how are you?
Oh, pretty good. And your name and badge number, sir?
Huh?
Name and badge number?
My name is Officer Sheldon. My badge number is 117.
Thanks. Are you recording?
Of course I am.
Oh, well, great. That's
Yeah,
great.
we're all recording.
Well, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like I was just conveying to your partner here.
The only issue so maybe there's a miscommunication based on what their website says, but then the
Okay.
staff members here are saying that that's their protocol.
Okay.
So we have to just stick with that. So if you wanted to do something further like this, We have to maybe talk to someone who's in charge of the building, then make
Okay.
arrangements to do that. Because it's a little unnerving if they don't know who you are and you come in and start, you can understand, right?
I can understand slightly, but the thing is, once you engage me and I tell you precisely what I'm doing, then what's the problems after that? What would be the problem? Like, I'm telling you precisely what I'm doing. You see what I'm doing. I'm not doing anything nefarious. I don't have any ill intent. I'm not making any efforts to go past any restricted doors.
Right.
And I've conveyed to you precisely what I was doing.
Yeah.
Everything should be good to go.
Yeah.
This is public property.
Do you have an ID on you so I can document who I'm talking to?
I can give you my first name is James. I don't really want to provide ID minus a crime, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, at this point, if they're asking you to leave,
They can ask.
yeah,
they
so
can
are you
ask.
willing to leave? Have you got everything you need and you're willing to go?
Like I just told this young man and this young lady here, I'm going to document the rest of this hallway, and then I'm going to grab my FOIA request,
Okay.
and then book on out.
So let's.
Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 officers, 8 officers,
So the rest of the
9 officers. Okay, I'm just making sure I'm counting the officers that was.
You've already recorded this part, so and you.
Well,
wanna
this
go
part.
that way?
Well, this
All right,
part,
So you want to go to the stairs this way, and we'll walk out.
Walk out where? Walk out where? Exactly.
Which part? What are you trying to record? This part?
This hallway.
Okay, so you've done that. You've got it all.
Well, I haven't done that. Officer, with all due respect, I've just done
Okay,
this.
let me check in with these guys.
Okay. How you doing, officer? What's your name and badge number, sir?
What's your name?
James.
James, I'm Andy.
Andy. Nice to meet you, Andy.
Nice to meet you too.
You officer, what's your name and badge number?
Kurt, 131.
Appreciate that. Thanks a lot. You, sir? Officer Ellis. Name, what's your badge number? 104. 104. You, sir? Appreciate that. Thanks a lot.
All right, James, let's walk it out.
Huh?
We'll walk out this way. We'll go down the stairs, and then we'll do your FOIA. How's that sound?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that, but I don't want you guys to force me to do it now. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the staff on site is asking for that right now.
So the staff hasn't told me anything in terms of right now. What they just told me before you showed up is that they wanted to accompany me throughout the building. So what they were saying was they would allow me to do it if they can walk with me.
Okay.
Did they tell that to you?
No, she's
Okay.
saying, go ahead.
You didn't have an appointment.
That's
I'm
correct.
the facility coordinator.
That's correct.
And with an appointment, I would be happy to walk you with, but without an appointment, and you just, I would.
You just showed up unannounced.
Yeah, unannounced.
Is that? Let me.
It's very uncomfortable for an employee.
So right now you're talking about a policy that you guys have, right? Yeah. Obviously, right? Okay. So there's 3 things with a policy. Policy is not law. Policy doesn't have the force of law. And if I ignore the policy, that's not breaking the law. Now, what you guys could do, if you want to ask the officers to wage war on my rights today in terms of trying to trespass me, then that's going to come down on this department and you guys' department as well. I just told you exactly what I was doing. This is public property. I'm here to file a FOIA, so I have official business here. And in trespassing, 720 ILCS 521-3, you can't trespass from public property during normal business hours. So if I can just finish what I'm trying to do, unmolested, we'll be good to go. Is there a sergeant here? Somebody of a higher authority?
Yeah, he just arrived.
Oh, okay.
You want to talk to him? He's right out front.
Well, yeah, I'm just trying to make sure you guys know, what I'm doing. I've conveyed it to everyone. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, there is.
It is. Yeah, I'm admitting to it. Yeah, it is one. How did I get in?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, UPS lady, I guess she was delivering mail or something. She came out, so she had to open the door from the inside, and I came in when she opened the door.
So you didn't make yourself announced when you came in.
Absolutely, I did. I talked to the receptionist at the gate.
You didn't make yourself announced
Yes, I
when you
did.
came in.
Yes, I did. I talked to the receptionist lady at the front
The
glass.
door was open and you took advantage of an open door.
The young lady at the glass.
The door
I
was
talked to
open.
her. She seen me in the cubicle.
The door was open. The door was open.
She opened the door.
The door was open. You took advantage of an open door.
In a public building. That's correct.
And then you came in.
That's correct.
Okay. Is your house a public building?
Oh, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Is this their house? I'm just saying, you're asking that like you're trying to compare a house to public
no,
property.
I'm just asking a question.
I'm just saying.
Did you get your video? Are we good to go?
I'm not done.
Okay, so what else do you need to record so that we can wrap this up? Because we're all tied up here on.
I know, and it's a waste of resources. You're absolutely correct. I
sure.
agree. And just to pronounce your name correctly, is it Koff?
Koff, yeah.
Koff. Again, I'm going to try to do this to you one more time. I need to file my FOIA,
Okay, so
but I don't need you guys to rush that.
Where do they file?
I don't need you to come assert unlawful authority,
Do you know
Officer Koff.
Do you know know where you're supposed to do the FOIA at?
Right at the receptionist desk.
They said it's online. I don't know if you do that here in the
You can do
building.
that
She told me I can do it at the receptionist desk.
Well, then let's go down to the reception desk.
I'm going to, but I don't need to be forced to go, sir.
Let's just get going because now you're tying us up and
I'm not tying you up. I didn't call you here.
somebody did.
Yeah, I didn't. So how can I tie you up? I'm not doing anything illegal.
Because the people that work in the building were uncomfortable because they didn't know you.
Listen,
I'm just telling you what
I
you were told.
understand, but
Yeah.
do you understand what I'm telling you now?
Yes. So how do we resolve this?
Allow me to finish conducting the business that I'm conducting unmolested.
Okay, but nobody has touched you.
Nobody's
So
touched
Well, you don't have to touch me. They're bothering. That's what molested me. I'm being bothered.
So record. What do you need to record?
I'm gonna record the rest of this hallway like I'm trying to do.
So let's do that.
Okay, but I don't need you guys to force me to do it. So, officer, do you understand what I'm saying? You're trying to babysit me into doing something that I'm not wanting to do at this moment.
Resolve the issue right
It's
now.
going to be
So
resolved
let's-
if you just leave me be. Just leave me
Go
be.
ahead. Go ahead.
You're going to leave me be?
I am.
Okay.
I'm just standing here.
Okay, great. Did I get your name, officer, in the badge number? Officer Johnson, I see. And your badge number, sir?
161.
161. I appreciate that.
You got it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 officers, man. Aurora must be a great city, like no crime or anything, huh? Nope. No, you guys got a lack of sense of humor. Y'all ready to go hands on?
You said you wanted to be unmolested and do what you got.
I'm still have a right to ask the officers a question, right?
We're trying to give you your space to do what you have to do.
Okay. And like you say, sir, you guys, the public vehicles are out there. Yeah. Like, all right, so I'm going to go out there and record them as well.
Absolutely, those are in the public area.
I'll be good to go, right? Kind of like this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And this is the sign-in sheet, right?
Sign sheet, you have an appointment, correct.
Okay.
There's some personal information on there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some
anything.
personal information.
That doesn't matter.
No,
That
it
doesn't
does.
matter.
That's why it's called personal
It
information.
doesn't matter, sir. Anything that you can
That's
see in
why
public,
it's called personal information.
it does not matter. How can it be public? If it's personal, why is it in public right now?
I don't know.
And why is that camera right there?
I don't know. Let's just go outside and we can.
No, I'm not going outside. I'm going to file my FOIA right here. you got to go sit down somewhere, Officer Biddle. You acting.
gosh.
I'm just
Go,
saying.
go.
You acting
This
Tyrant.
guy-
Don't work with me. I'm not afraid at all. All these officers, man, this is ridiculous. Wow. 11 officers. That might be a record, TTA family. What y'all think? Well, how many of the most y'all
Speak
seen?
up because this gentleman is talking.
That's absolutely correct.
That's what I said.
Oh, I know. I'm just helping you out.
Go on the Kane County website because it's online.
Oh,
Wonderful.
yeah. I can't access online. And by law, I have a right to fill it out in person. If they don't want to provide a form, I'll fill it out on a blank sheet and turn it in that way. That's law. That's state law. So,
Pen and paper?
yeah, I definitely do.
No, the sheet.
Oh.
You want to do it right here, right now?
Oh, yeah. If she don't have a
Do you
form
have a pen and paper
that she
he
wants
can-
to provide.
He can fill this out. Okay.
Yeah, so, Officer Biddle here is acting like a straight up tyrant. We got the sergeant here that didn't even want to have a dialogue, But,
I'm willing to have a dialogue with you.
Well, I mean, I'm saying you're trying to walk up
What's
on me, man, all
TTA?
intimidating me, man.
What's TTA?
Oh, it's just a family organization.
Of what?
Just a.
Please educate me. Have this
family-
dialogue that you would like to have.
Not with you, man. You trying to be intimidated, walk up on me, man, with your chest all out, man. You should, man, stop it, man. I'm just letting you know I ain't intimidated at all.
I
want you to know.
I'm not trying to intimidate
I'm
anybody.
just reassuring you, letting you know.
I am not trying to intimidate
This ain't
anybody.
that, man. This ain't that. You should get back to work.
You don't want to have a dialogue.
Not with you.
You didn't want to have a dialogue with him, and now you don't want to have a dialogue with me.
No,
But
he
yet
didn't-
All you want to do
no,
is
he
have a
didn't-
dialogue.
no, he didn't want to
and
talk
you
to
don't
me.
want to have a dialogue.
He didn't want to talk to
So
me.
You're flipping the script.
He didn't want to talk to me, but of course
I'm
you're
willing
scared to
talk
say
you.
that, huh?
I'm willing to talk to you.
You scared to say that?
What?
That he didn't want to talk to me?
He doesn't work for me.
What you
I don't
mean?
work for him.
He's over you.
The hell he is. I work for Kane County. That's Aurora.
He's still a sergeant. Where your
He's not
bars
mine.
at? Where your bars at though?
He's not mine.
You ain't ranking nothing though. You ain't on nothing.
This is the form you're taking up, and apparently you're supposed to fill it out and mail it in.
Oh, absolutely
That's what
not.
the lady just told
Yeah,
me.
she's who, her right there?
No, another lady.
Yeah, they're totally misinformed. State law is I can fill out a FOIA and turn it in at this public agency. The onus is on them to forward it to the appropriate person.
All right, they will go ahead and do that then, but just.
Well, we ain't talking to you, man. Knock it
Let me
off.
see. Let's see what this is. So this is talking about the request online,
That's right.
and then it's saying,
It didn't work.
Yeah, see, basically they're just letting you know how you can do it.
yeah, this is
Yeah.
all she handed me, and she said you have to mail in the request, and this
Absolutely
this
not.
is the only forms that they have here, is what she told me.
Yeah, the thing is,
So I can't produce something.
yeah, of
that
course
she's
not.
saying
So
they
what I'm
have.
trying to tell you, Officer Koff, right? I'm gonna make sure I get that right. State law says that there's no standard form, first of all. Some
Yeah,
agencies
whatever.
have them,
Yeah.
but they don't.
Yeah.
This one don't. So what I'll do is fill out my FOIA on this blank sheet of paper, give it, turn it into her. She'll give me a Xerox copy back, and then the onus will be on her to forward it to the appropriate person,
Okay.
which is
You
their
want to do
FOIA
that?
officer. Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
I got a pen for you.
Well, I can use this one right here as a.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. There's a pen here, so I guess you can fill out whatever. Yeah, I asked her. That's all I guess they have on site. So there's not much more we can do about that.
Yeah, it's cool.
Would you like me to hold your camera?
Oh, absolutely not, man. You might delete it. Yeah, you might. He might. I mean, this guy, he come in with his tyrannical tactics, and you never know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna go to you guys. Where's you guys' sheriff department located?
It's on Route 38 in St. Charles.
St. Charles. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. You might have to go and try to FOIA request this guy and his entire jacket. I guarantee it's.
I don't even know if they. I mean, everyone does it online now, so I haven't seen a form like a old school paper form in a while.
It doesn't have to have
Yeah.
one.
No, I know.
You know, they say you can do it like this.
Yeah,
So.
no, I know. I'm just saying that
Yeah.
people do it now. So
Yeah, no, I like to keep it the old school way.
school?
Yeah.
I got you.
Why not? Be good to go.
I'll go inside. Be right back.
Yeah, see, there's no sign saying that you need an
Yeah.
appointment, you
I
know.
get you.
So how can anybody know?
I get you.
You know,
I get you.
I mean, we're just probably supposed to go off word of mouth, but like I said, if there's nothing illegal that I'm doing, then
Usually it would say on the website, right? Like what the protocol is, I guess, right?
like I said on the website, you do need an appointment for a vaccination.
Yeah, for immunization.
Yeah,
and stuff.
but not just to access the buildings.
Yeah. Do you live here in Aurora or Kane County?
I really don't want to answer that right now.
Okay. I was just making conversation.
Yeah, I understand. And then just for the record, I'll be leaving after you guys leave. So just to put that out there so you guys know. So, well, I'm just saying.
Okay. It was received by Nora.
Yeah, I mean,
Nora. That's her copy. She has her copy.
she has her. So this is a Xerox copy.
Yeah.
Whichever copy. They have a copy.
Okay.
You have a copy.
Okay.
And the lady named Nora. Do you want to write that down on there? Nora.
No, yeah, I might as well.
Okay. So
Appreciate
they will hopefully take care of that for you.
Yeah, they definitely got to. I mean, they have. I think state law says 5 days. So
Okay.
yeah. Oh, like I was just telling you, your partners here. I'll be booking out of here once you guys leave. When you guys leave, then I'll leave.
I think we're all pretty much gonna leave at the same time, I guess. So.
Well, you guys got. I think you guys got a little bit more important work than me to do, man. So.
I'm sure we do.
Yeah, definitely.
Did you sign in?
No. Signing in is not a requirement.
Yes, it is. It says here right here.
We're talking about a legal requirement, sir.
It says here right here.
A legal requirement, sir.
It says right here. All visitors must sign in.
So you're going to ignore the fact of the legal word.
It says.
See,
right
that's
here.
that's tyrannical, sir. You see,
How is it tyrannical?
because you're a
It says
police
all-
officer.
It says all visitors must sign in.
Okay, you a police
I'm
officer.
just letting you know. It says all visitors.
Well, that's insignificant.
But you were a visitor, right?
That's unimportant.
You were a visitor, right?
That's unimportant. If there's no statutes or codes to it, so I don't have to honor it. You know what I'm trying to say. You're a tyrant, man. It's a straight up tyrant, man.
Let's go out, man.
No, I'm going. I'm leaving when you guys leave, though.
Oh, we're leaving. Come on.
When I see you pull off, I'll be out of here. You want me to come in front of the car so you can hit me? Is that what you're indicating? That's what it looked like he was indicating, man. Dead serious.
No, I wanted you to come over here.
What's going on?
You're not going to tell me what TTA is?
I told you it's a family members organization.
For what?
My family members. It's an organization of us being family members. That's all that is.
Can I be a part?
Oh no, man. You have to. You know what you have to do? You'll have to become a whistleblower. You have to get rid of all the tyrant tactics and the intimidation tactics, and then maybe. I don't think he can do it.
I think.
Oh yeah, there you go. You can change. Everybody can change. You definitely need some adjustments.
Can you show me how to change?
No, you know what? I think your chief is going to have to, or somebody of a higher authority at the academy should have you should already know what you should and shouldn't do. Huh? There you go. Now, she be perfectly honest, she's being sarcastic, but she's spot on as well.
She's being sarcastic?
Yeah, she's being sarcastic, but she's spot on. You know, definitely though, man. You guys, y'all should, I mean, come on, man. 11 cops, man, for a man with a camera? Come on, man.
All right, do you know how this call came in?
No, honestly, I don't.
All right.
Honestly, I don't. I would love to know. Was it a suspicious man threatening to blow up the building with his camera? Was it something like that? Because then I can understand 12 and 13 of you guys showing up.
About 5 minutes ago, a subject got in through locked doors and was recorded. He's still wandering the building. Employees are sheltering in place.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. So you guys
you gotta hear it from my perspective.
Okay.
From my perspective.
Okay.
When people say that they're sheltering in place, that worries me.
It sounds like they're hiding.
That worries me.
Okay. That should worry anybody.
Because they're hiding from someone or something.
Right.
Not until we get here do we figure out what you're doing.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, so to be honest then, it sounds to me that it was a false report made then.
Not necessarily a false report. That was the information that we got.
Right, but I'm saying whoever gave that information gave wrong information.
Maybe that person that gave information was scared.
Did they give a name? Because I would love to file a report on the person who filed a false report.
Not necessarily a false report. Like I say, when you're scared, are you going to be able to remember everything?
Oh yeah, especially if I wouldn't say somebody got through locked doors if I didn't see that. Why would I make that up? I didn't see anybody get through a locked door. No, I'm just saying, for them to tell you guys that.
But if you're scared and you're sheltering in place, are you going to remember every little detail? Probably not.
You probably should, though, if you're dealing with a police report.
In a dynamic, stressful situation.
You know what? People can get killed like that, man.
Absolutely.
I thought he had a gun. Did you guys pull up guns blazing? Now this guy laying in the street dead because of a mistake somebody is conveying over the phone.
Because somebody had a telephone. Exactly.
Yeah, so.
And I will agree with you 150% because that has happened.
I know.
That's a tragedy.
Several. I know.
And that's a tragedy.
I know. But, I mean, in any event, like I say, man, once you guys book on out, I'll book on out.
We were just catching up. That's all we were doing. So.
Man, y'all work together every day. Y'all need to catch up, man. You need to get back to work. You're on the taxpayer's dollar right now, Sheriff Biddle. And, man, work for that money, man. Work for it. No, you can't you see ain't nothing else happening, man. Book on out. All right. So y'all heard him, man. Y'all heard what the call was about, man. Man, we definitely go get the body cam.
In the heat of an ID refusal clash, here's the takeaway. Arm yourself with knowledge of your rights, but wield it with cool-headed grit. Public spaces are yours to claim, yet escalation can cloud the truth. For every American facing this fight, stay sharp, speak clear, and turn tension into triumph. Because freedom thrives when you stand bold but wise.